And welcome to Hannity. And tonight, part two of my Oval Office interview with the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. That's only moments away. We talk about tax cuts, Putin, Ukraine, China, President Xi, North Korea, Iran, so much more. Also breaking tonight, Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth has officially cleared his procedural vote in the Senate, will now advance to a confirmation vote, likely around this time tomorrow night. If you are counting, it is only day 4 of the new Trump administration. The activity level is off the charts. The president dialed in. He is executing his agenda at a lightning-fast pace. Now, here's something we rarely see in American politics. President Trump is actually keeping his campaign promises, and he's doing them as quickly as possible. Breaking tonight, the president signed a new order to declassify the JFK, RFK, MLK assassination files without delay. As promised, the president is committed to government transparency. He's also committed to securing our borders. Look at this headline, quote, border encounters drop sharply as Trump launches crackdown on illegal immigration. I think he said he was going to do that. Now, of course, that crackdown does include deportations. Take a look.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
I think he's going back to Haiti. Now, Donald Trump has empowered immigration and customs enforcement to do their job in all 50 states. Yep, even sanctuary states and cities. He also declared a national emergency at the border. He's deployed U.S. Marines to the region. He has now reinstituted the Stay in Mexico policy for so-called asylum seekers. And Donald Trump also pressuring Mexico to secure their own southern border and, by the way, close the newly renamed Gulf of America. The president also making good on his promise to demolish globalism. He has already removed the U.S. from the destructive Paris Climate Accords. Those accords say China and India are developing nations. He also withdrew our country from the horrendous global minimum tax, the WHO. He's again moving at lightning speed. Today, during his speech in front of the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, well, the president vowed to always put America first, and he delivered a powerful blow to the censorship-loving elites. Take a listen to this.
I'm pleased to report that America is also a free nation once again. On day one, I signed an executive order to stop all government censorship. No longer will our government label the speech of our own citizens as misinformation or disinformation, which are the favorite words of censors and those who wish to stop the free exchange of ideas and, frankly, progress. We have saved free speech in America, and we've saved it strongly.
Now, the president, he also used that speech to call out someone sitting in the very room in Davos, Bank of America's CEO. According to a 15-state coalition, the Bank of America has discriminated against Americans for political and religious reasons. The Attorney General of Virginia also accused the bank of, quote, voluntarily cooperating with the FBI, the U.S. Treasury under Biden to profile conservative and religious Americans as potential domestic terrorists. And here is what President Trump had to say to the bank's CEO. Take a listen to this.
By the way, speaking of you, and you've done a fantastic job, but I hope you start opening your bank to conservatives, because many conservatives complain that the banks are not allowing them to do business within the bank, and that included a place called Bank of America. They don't take conservative business. And I don't know if the regulators mandated that because of Biden or what, but you and Jamie and everybody, I hope you're going to open your banks to conservatives, because what you're doing is wrong.
Now, Bank of America's CEO did not respond at the event, but the bank later issued a statement denying that they have a political litmus test, despite multiple serious allegations. Now, the president is not going to play nice after years of political rot. He's going to stand up to anyone. He will hold them accountable in front of the entire world, and that includes America's deep state spy apparatus. Now, after meddling in the 2020 election with that deceptive letter suggesting that the very real and true Hunter Biden laptop story was likely Russian disinformation, remember 51 former intel officials? Well, they have now been stripped of their security clearance, and that includes a notorious liar, former Marxist, John Brennan, who is still lying. And by the way, very sad, he will no longer be able to abuse that special access. Take a look.
As you point out, he misrepresented the facts in that executive order because it said that we had suggested that the Hunter Biden laptop story was Russian disinformation. No, we said it was for the hallmarks of Russian information operations, including the dumping of accurate information, which is what we said in that letter.
Right where he belongs, over there at the conspiracy peddling MSDNC. Frankly, he's just lying. Look at this old headline from The Guardian. Quote, John Brennan lied to you and to the Senate. Fire him. As you can see, Brennan has long been accused of leaking classified information, lying to Congress, spreading baseless smears on MSDNC, but not anymore. President Trump is actually draining the swamp as promised. He's firing political hacks. He is forcing bureaucrats back to the office 5 days a week. He is pausing all federal regulation. He is getting rid of all the DEI programs and employees. Our country is now positioned to make the greatest comeback ever seen. Trump is calling it a new golden age in America. We talked about this and so much more yesterday in the Oval Office. Here is part 2 of my interview with the president. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.